Hey guys, Jason here. I'm back again to have a catch up with you guys and see what you're up to. My week has been very interesting. I've been seeing a lot of positivity around, which is good. In the case of COVID-19 vaccination that's been taking place in the UK, so that's been very interesting. So things are looking up all right, and I hope things are looking up okay for you where you are. I think we had an announcement today from the Prime Minister, so I don't really know what's been said, so I'm excited about the positivity, and we get to travel and see the world, so that's a big tick. And thank you for you guys who are watching our videos and especially sharing them, and the messages that you're sending to encourage and to say one or two things. Someone was asking some question about music production and whatnot, so that's interesting to hear that people are finding time to watch and learning and asking stuff, so that's good. So we know that we are not just rambling on without any feedback. There is some feedback coming through, so that's good. So thank you for that. Thank you for sharing and for subscribing and making sure that our channel is growing. So we're like a big engine. We just need more subscribers to keep going. But thank you for that. And I'm gonna carry on with the topic that I have in mind today. But before I will play an advert for you. It's gonna be a very short one. It's all about subscribe and follow us, blah 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 blah. So don't go away. Hey guys, it's me again. Thank you for sitting through that. I bet that was fun to watch. Yeah, but thank you anyway for that. And so yes, today's topic is very short but very detailed and interesting. So we're looking at the idea of indie filmmaking, or independently working in whatever sphere, but in particular for film producers and video content creators, and all of that. Yeah, filmmakers, photographers, and all of that. So I was looking at the word indie. For a long time I misunderstood the word. So I always said I want to be an independent filmmaker. I'm just going to do it all independent. In my head, I thought independent means I have my camera in my right hand, could be your right hand, and I have my 3-point lighting, my left to your right, and I'll have my mic, sound gear, my neck somewhere. Yes. Very strange. So I thought I would have all these things, I'll set it all up and do my own shoot, forget everybody, I'm gonna be independent. So that was my shallow thinking in the subject, or in understanding what independent meant. But then I started looking deeper a little bit and wanting to find out, how do you work in the industry without burning out? And I realized you need to work as a team. So going back again to independent before I get to the team. So independent, to my knowledge, which I'm sure is also limited, means someone can work independent from like big studios in the views of a filmmaker. So you can be independent from a production studio, a big studio, Sony studio, BMG, Marvel. So you can work independent, or Disney now, isn't it? You can work independent from these guys and still produce a wonderful film. There's a film called Get Out, and it was done by a very good guy in the States. So I understand that that would have been like an independent filmmaker or filmmaking. Even if he had like money from people or whatever, because the budget was $4.5 million, and then it generated $255.4 million thereabouts. So even though it was not done by a big studio, it was written by one guy who produced it, who also directed the film. So you find that the publishing companies come in later. If the work, they like the work, they will publish it. It's not a problem. But so you find like, and I started following people like Spike Lee, and Tyler Perry, if you know. Who are some of these guys that I was following? Got a few of them that were independently and still are independently producing stuff of quality, and I realized they're not working on their own. No sir, not sir. They're working with a team. They might actually have a first director, and him being the main director comes in set later. But obviously most directors don't do that. But yeah, so it was interesting just to know that no, even though it's independent, it doesn't mean they're free from working with people. So that really dismantled the notion in my head of what indie meant. And then I started growing to understand that indie does not mean divorce from people, the world. It means choosing a group of people that you're going to work with. That's one. So if you're in a film production, you would need your cameraman, your DP, director of photography. You would need your light man who's going to work in partnership with the cameraman in order to capture the beautiful images that you're looking for. You're going to need your sound guy, and they need to be on their A game. Someone who's going to record the Atmos sound for you. Atmos means we record me talking now, and we put the microphone down to record this room as long as the video is. So we have the background of this room or the house, the entire sound that goes around playing at the bottom of this production. So it gives us the authenticity of where the film was shot or where the production was put together. So we're not void of our surroundings. So that's your Atmos. So you have to have your sound guy at their A game, understanding these things, capturing the sound that you're looking for, making sure they're recording something. They'll tell you, yeah, it's a wrap, let's have a listen. Oh, sorry, I didn't record. You can't have that because time is moolah. So working as an independent now with that understanding, I don't have to try and carry 5 things with my 2 hands, and I can't do that. So I have to be in a position where I have people doing certain things. So the work in the studio now, when we have a setup, we have to have a cameraman, we have to work with the lightman who then checks everything that the lights are all set in the right place. I have to have the sound guy. So all these people are working within a team to then make the work look professional. Because if you try and do it all by yourself, you always miss the little details that someone else will see as big details. So I think that's the difference between that and going all fully indie. So now fully independent, what that means is it's actually you just working solo. That goes with the word run and gun that's popular within the filmmakers. So you just pick a camera and then you go. You pick it and then you go. That's usually done by photographers who are working on a small scale. But even photographers or photograph studios, they'll always have a team because this is not a one-man band. You can't play in a band or all by yourself. It's no longer a band. It's called a solo career. But yeah, so if you want to work with people and have a second, third, fourth opinion on what looks good, you have to know your basics as well as a director or as an engine behind the project. But otherwise you have to work with the people who's going to run these things behind the scenes where no one sees. After the glory and all the glimmer of camera is really gone, there are people behind who has input a lot of energy and effort and expertise to actually get that work done. So that's partly indie and fully independent. And then a team is when you've put a team together. there has to be one person who is an engineer within the whole setup. The engineer means the one who's engineering the whole project, the one who's overseeing everything, the director, as it were. And then you have your producer, and then you have your light man, you have your sound man, you have your set design man, your gear for what your actors or subjects is going to be wearing in order to have the look you're looking for. So all of these people are, some of them, they don't have to come into the project right away. You can start with your numbers, starting from 4 being the main people to capture the vision, especially if you're gonna have an actor in there. They'll rather come in as well, so they know at the start of the thing. So some sets don't need designing. If you're gonna shoot them in a train, you don't have to design anything in a train. It's already designed. So you're looking for a train feel, so you don't have to change anything. They might let you put some lights in there, but there's nothing to change because it's a train. Unless if you take use one of those old trains where it's not on the road, well, it's not on the tracks, it's just laying dormant, then you can do something with that. But if you're gonna use a moving train, I'm sure there are restrictions, but what I'm certain of, you can use minimal set, because if it's in transit, woo, I'm sure there are laws around that as well on how you can hire and use one. But yeah, so you need all those people to make sure that the project is fully successful. I thought let me just have a look and talk about teamwork. Teamwork really is important. As I said, even if you're an independent, you need a team. You need a team of people that's going to help bring the project to its fruition. And if you're working obviously within the framework of a production company, that's easy, because you don't have to put a team together. The producer puts a team together, the director puts a team together. If you are the director, then you have to put the team together. If you are the producer, you have to put the team together, whatever you're looking for. So obviously you get your budget from the studio, you get people telling you, there's your money and we are looking for this. You as a director, go and make it happen. So at least by then you should know your work anyway. So I thought, as we're starting out in this journey together, let's try and enhance our understanding. There's another interesting platform now. It's been going on for a while. I don't know how long, but I think it would be good if you really want to get your teeth into this, to sign up with these guys. I think it's £14.99 a month, or £170 for a year, or something like that. They're called it's Masterclass. Oh, that is awesome. Masterclass is just a place to be, to learn these things fully from the working directors, film production, music makers, photographers, actors. There's one I saw with Natalie Portman, Samuel L. Jackson, and I saw another one with Martin Scorsese is there. So these guys are sharing all the tips there is in the world. Even talking about it gets me exciting. So if you really want to get into this fully with no messing around attitude, I think you best sign up with those guys. And I can only give you what I can give you, but those guys are already doing mega stuff in the world of cinema, in the world of photography, in the world of music production. Timbaland is on the list, the producer. So it's like you get all the top dogs sharing with you on how they got to where they are and how they work within their perimeters. So yeah, I thought let me share with you guys and see what we can do together. Remember, not leaving anyone behind. We're going together. We have to pull each other, from someone who doesn't know anything to a point where you become a well-known cinematographer, or an actor, or a music producer, or something like that. I think what I'm going to cover next time, I'm going to cover some things along the production of music a little bit. I'll have to find a way around how I'm going to do it, but it's interesting. We're going to talk about certain softwares and whatnot. If I can show you and share a screen with you, I'll do that. If not, I'll just talk you through it, and then we can sort of grow together. But otherwise, yeah, so that was very interesting. I thought to share with you guys because I care, and I'm sure you care too. That's why you share our videos with some people that might benefit from them. So thank you again for staying with me this long. I know I'd said it was going to be a snappy short one, but no, it's going a bit longer. But otherwise, thank you for your time. And you know what we say here at Key Skills Extended, it is all good. And take good care of yourself and everyone that you